guys, Ash here from C4E Tech, and today we're going to be taking a look at Xiaomi's new CIVI phone. So they've launched a new lineup. They don't do that all that often, but this is going to be China exclusive. What is it that they have to offer with it? Why did they have to launch a new lineup? Well, let's try to understand that by taking a look at this phone. Now guys, while yes, it is true that they've said it's China exclusive, that hasn't stopped them from launching China exclusive phones in other markets under the Poco or Redmi branding. So this might as well come to other markets, you never know. So let's go ahead, unbox this. This is the Xiaomi CIVI box. The size of the box, hey, there's going to be no charger inside. Now, we've got a kind of sort of reflective branding to the top. We've seen this before with other Xiaomi phones. Xiaomi CIVI branding to the sides. And to the back, the RAM storage options, the regular stuff. So let's go ahead, open it up. And we are greeted by a box, again, a cardboard insert with Xiaomi CIVI on it. There's a SIM ejector pin, followed by a Type-C to 3.5mm converter. And then we have a soft case, quick start guide. And now the start of the show, the CIVI. So this is the Xiaomi CIVI. And guys, the first time I saw the AI lens over here, I read it as aliens and I've just not been able to unsee it. Anyway, coming back, there is no charger in the box. There is no Type-C cable either. Even Apple provides a cable in the box. So this is what Xiaomi's been doing for a while. So anyways, let's now take a closer look at the CIVI. So this is the Xiaomi CIVI. Initial impressions here. I really like how this phone looks and feels. Now the back, the texture is a little different to whatever we've seen in the past. It's kind of rough and smooth at the same time. I can't really put it into words. Now the highlight of this phone is that curved display and the fact that the metal here, it's very slim. So there's a very small part of it that actually hits the edges of your palms. Now of course it is slippery, but then it does feel nice in hand, pretty cold to touch. Now to quickly take a look at the placements, we've got the power and volume keys to the right. The power key has a sort of texture to it. To the left, there's nothing. To the bottom, we've got a SIM tray. This takes only 2 SIMs. There's no micro SD support. There's a Type-C port, primary microphone, speaker, and to the top, we've got a Dolby Atmos branding, an IR blaster, and this, I think, is the secondary speaker. Now, guys, the metal over here, it kind of curves inside. So that's something new, something different that Xiaomi's done here, both to the top and bottom. That's how it is. But the Type-C port here isn't centered. I mean, it might bother some people. Now guys, from a display perspective, this is a 6.5-inch panel. It's Full HD, and I think it is 120 Hz. So display, refresh rate, yes, the refresh rate is 120 Hz. As always, we can switch between 60 and 120. Chip on the inside is the Snapdragon 778G. So this is kind of sort of the H20 equivalent from Xiaomi. Now the difference here is that it's got a 120 Hz panel instead of 144, and the battery on the inside, despite this being less than 7mm thick, this phone has a 4500 milliampere battery. Of course, it doesn't come with a charger, but what I really like here is the fact that it's very, very light at 166 grams. Initial marketing seems to indicate that they're catering this towards women, and that's one of the reasons why they say, hey, selfies, we've got some extra features. For example, you have 2 lights to the top, and it's got some extra skin smoothing and stuff going on. So yeah, that's there. Of course, we can reset it, get to original, beauty filters off. So this here is a 32 megapixel selfie camera. Seems to be pretty detailed. One thing is that this has autofocus, so it doesn't matter where you actually take pictures. You don't have to actually hold it at an arm's length or anywhere precise. You can go as far as you want or come in a little closer and it's still gonna take the picture. Now, from a rear camera perspective, there are 3 cameras here. The primary is a 64 megapixel f1.79. Then we've got an ultra wide and a macro, 2 megapixel macro. So let's quickly jump to that. Now looking at the pictures, initial impressions seems to be decent enough. This is the wide angle camera. So anyways, I will have more samples on screen at the moment. Once I'm done with this part of the video, I will shoot more samples. I'll have it up here on screen right now. What do you guys think about these cameras? How do you think they fare? Let me know in the comments below. Now, from a software perspective, this one currently runs on MIUI 12.5 built on top of Android 11. So that is MIUI. So as you can see, this is the Snapdragon 778G, 8 gigs of RAM. There's also a 12 gig RAM variant, LPDDR4X, and UFS 2.2 storage, 128 or 256 gigs. So that is what it has to offer. Now, there's not a lot for me to talk about with regards to MIUI. We've seen it on a lot of phones. MIUI 12.5 is something we are very familiar with, so I'm not gonna dig into it. It gets you your regular personalization options. You've got your always on display functionality, so on and so forth. There's really not much for me to add. Now, given that the Snapdragon 778G has performed well, it's been good enough to push 144 Hz. On the Edge 20, this is 120 Hz, shouldn't be any different. Generally, we've seen MIUI doesn't really hog down a processor. It's decently optimized, so I don't expect that to be a problem. Now, of course, given this is a phone that's launched in China, there's a lot of bloatware, which Xiaomi generally they can be uninstalled, so that is not a big deal. Now, from a camera perspective, we've got a lot of the regular modes that we've come to see from Xiaomi. 64 megapixels night mode. This shot you're seeing was actually shot with the night mode. So what do you think about the night mode here? Let me know in the comments. Apart from that, we've got a movie effects, AI watermark and all that. There's also dual video mode where you can shoot via both the front and back cameras at the same time. From a charging perspective, though a charger is not included in the box, this phone can support up to 55 watts of charging, Xiaomi's chargers, and that should help you go from 0 to 100 in about 45 minutes and 0 to 75 in about 30 minutes. So that is pretty fast charging. But of course, you're gonna have to factor in the cost of the charger if you ever consider buying this phone. So the display seems pretty nice. It's a sharp panel. It is supposed to hit almost 1000 nits for brightness with regards to HDR and stuff. It is a pretty crisp panel, and given the 120 Hz refresh, it is pretty smooth as well. So I guess that's pretty much it for this quick little unboxing and hands-on with Xiaomi's latest CIVI. So if you guys have any questions about this phone, leave it in the comments below. I will try to get to you guys. And if you want to see a full review of this again, let me know. So I guess that's pretty much it. Seemed like an interesting little offering from Xiaomi. So thumbs up, thumbs down based on whatever you felt about this video. Subscribe, turn on notifications, hit that bell icon if you haven't yet. And thanks a lot for watching. Till next time, my name's Ash. You've been watching C4E Tech, and I'm signing off for now. You guys have a great day. Bye-bye.